President of Kazakhstan, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, attended the 16th BRICS summit in Kazan, Russia, where he had brief conversations with Chinese President Xi Jinping, Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev, and leaders from Egypt, Congo, Laos, and Vietnam. Experts suggest that this year's summit could pave the way for BRICS expansion. Russia invited leaders from over 20 countries that have expressed interest or are considering joining the organization. Earlier, it was announced that official Astana will not bid for joining the group in the near future. So what did the leaders of the Global South discuss at this summit? Dorian Isagulov followed its agenda.
The BRICS summit will go down in history, stated President Tokayev in his address to the participants of the event. He highlighted that BRICS is becoming a global center of international influence, attracting practical interest from many nations seeking mutually beneficial cooperation. However, the head of state emphasized that BRICS efforts complement the work of the United Nations, which remains an indispensable and universal organization.
BRICS has both the resources and the experience to build a future building on the principles of joint prosperity, mutual respect and partnership. Kazakhstan attaches a lot of importance to the fact that with every BRICS member state, we have truly friendly relations. I haven't a single doubt that the multilateral efforts of BRICS will contribute to the activities of the United Nations, which still represents an irreplaceable entity, being universal too. The principles of diplomacy and dialogue, as enshrined in the United Nations Charter, from the core of the BRICS agenda. It promotes peaceful settlement of conflict and strengthening the strategic stability.
President Tokayev stressed that addressing the root causes of conflicts, such as poverty and inequality, is key to strengthening international political solidarity. He affirmed Kazakhstan's support for reforming the UN Security Council by including new members from Africa, Latin America and Asia. The president also touched upon major global military conflicts, emphasizing their importance in the current international agenda.
Kazakhstan supports the initiative of China, the Global Security Initiative, which seeks to maintain global stability, protect sovereignty, and to use multilateral avenues to peacefully settle conflicts. Kazakhstan generally supports China and Brazil's peace plan on Ukraine. Our country shares the concerns of participating countries of BRICS by the exacerbation in the Middle East, which resulted in multiple casualties.
It's worth noting that one of the invited guests was Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. During his address at the BRICS summit, he expressed hope for Palestine's swift accession to the organization. He emphasized the urgent need to implement the UN Security Council resolution for an immediate ceasefire, highlighting that Palestinians place great trust in the BRICS nations, which have become a significant force in establishing the foundations of international security.
It has therefore become an urgent and pressing need to implement the UN Security Council resolution for an immediate ceasefire, the entry of humanitarian aid, the complete Israeli withdrawal from the Gaza Strip, and the state of Palestine assuming its full duties to return the displaced to their areas and rebuild.
Chinese President Xi Jinping, representing a country that views itself as a leading force in the Global South, also addressed the summit. He stated that the world's second-largest economy supports the inclusion of more Global South nations in the BRICS group. Xi urged the organization to take the lead in reforming the global economic governance system.
China has always been deeply concerned about the Global South, rooted in the Global South, and supports more countries in the Global South to join the BRICS vision in the form of BRICS countries, which are full member partner countries, to gather the strength of the Global South and jointly promote the building of a community of human destiny. We must be the backbone of common development, actively participate in and lead reform of the global economic governance system.
The summit gathered representatives from 36 countries and leaders of 6 international organizations, including UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres. Around 20 delegations are represented at the highest level. Notably, the BRICS summit also marks the conclusion of Russia's chairmanship of the organization. Dorian Isagulov, New Time.